You're back! Did you get the key and the book? Oh, that's a relief. Now get me out and give me the book. I need to report in to Sergeant Marl. Maybe you could put in a good word for me? Tell him how brave I was? Thanks, friend. I'll figure out a way to reward you back at the fortress. Sarvin here has told me an interesting story. Care to elaborate? Huh. Normally I wouldn't be quick to believe such a tale, but the book Sarvin brought back seems to support it. Take this for your efforts. Leave Sarvin to me.
Where have you been? Where's the General? Of course! The General's madness, the strange sounds coming from the ruins. It all makes sense now. We were so blinded by protocol we couldn't see it. I'll assume command immediately and send troops to deal with the Moorborn. Thank you. Just like a headstrong Nord to throw protocol to the wind. Perhaps we could all learn from her. Excuse me, my friend. I believe I have an officer to promote. Just like a... Ah, Stormcrag. Good timing. Come here.
Sorry, Captain. Didn't mean to eavesdrop.
News of the General's death will spread quickly. We must maintain order.
More Dark Elf discipline and protocol? That's what caused this mess.
That's why I want to appoint you as my aide and advisor, so our discipline doesn't blind us again.
Me? Yes, I'd be happy to help keep the fortress on track.
Why? Olivier.
You've certainly done. You did? You really... If you're looking...
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's Ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shornhelm guards got better steel than this. Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the guard. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road. Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Govaled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you... How vile! Is that a piece of Govaled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed. Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Govaled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's better that she won't enlist.
You did?
Being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Suga to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's... awkward. Julien Riziol. That's his name. He seems like a sharp young man, and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If I could get just one more recruit, it'd be an even 3.
I've been watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that. That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart, and I haven't a clue as to what that is. Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw standing around outside. It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
I've been thinking.
The constable and I are taking bets on how long before Martin annoys an officer and winds up back in the stocks. I really do wish him the best, but my gold's on 2 weeks. Why? Are you looking to court my sister too? Suitors have been lining up for months. That Julianne is the worst. I'd be happy to see her wed almost anyone but him. Wait a moment. You're not asking on Julian's behalf, are you? All right then, here's the thing. Whatever you do, don't give her flowers. They make her sneeze something awful. I'd suggest getting her a nice piece of jewelry. She always loved Mother's necklaces when we were young. She loves jewelry.
Well? Not now, friend, please. Not now. We have so much work to do, and I'm not sure how we'll get it all done. You mean that stuck-up woman who lives across the way? I know she's been turning suitors away for months. I think she's waiting for someone with big coffers. Someone who can buy her fancy jewelry and such. Me? I don't think she's worth it.
If that Captain Thayer comes around here again, someone's going to get hurt. That wench called me a coward, because I prefer to work here rather than join the Shornhelm Guard. Sense of... Not much. She's a pretty girl, but I think it's gone to her head. She does have a heart, though. She's always at the inn whenever there's a minstrel in town. I think she has a taste for poetry.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love to her. Something spectacular to show her how I really feel. Something romantic. Something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think? Of course. They say jewelry's the key to every woman's heart. I don't have much gold, but the blacksmith's apprentice, Kalisa, she said she could make a nice necklace if I could supply the gems. Well, I know where we can get some gems, but it might be risky. The Bitterhand bandits have a camp west of town. With all the robberies they commit, I'm sure some of them carry stolen gems.
Finest merchandise around.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of making a necklace for House Doral. Please, let me focus on my work. Julian wants to give me gems? That is so sweet. I wasn't sure if he understood what I was hinting at the other night, but does this mean... does he feel the same way about me as I do about him? Oh, I see. He didn't get the hint after all. If he's in love with Gwendolyn, though, then it's for the best. In fact, here. Take the piece I was crafting for the Dorals. I was tempted to keep it, but maybe it will bring Julian happiness.
Did you get it? Oh, let me see it. I know that if Kalisa made it, it has to be beautiful. She's amazing. That's perfect, completely unique and totally romantic. If Gwendolyn doesn't fall in love with me after receiving this, then there's no hope for us at all. What did Kalisa think? Was she glad that I took her up on her offer? Feelings? For me? You can't be serious. I've known Kalisa since we were toddlers. She's like a sister to me. I mean, I love her dearly, but not like that. At least I don't think I do. Mother always said I was hopeless when it comes to this sort of thing. I never really thought about Kalisa in that way before. What do you think? Have I just been blind this whole time? All right, maybe you're right. Maybe I've just been a fool this whole time, chasing Gwendolyn because she teased me when true love was right under my nose. Will you take the necklace back to Kalisa and tell her I was wrong?
Forgive me for my earlier outburst. I must have made quite a fool of myself. Please, forget everything I told you. He does? You mean he feels about me the way I feel about him? I don't know what to say. I thought my dreams were dead, and now you tell me that they have come true? Tell Julian to come to me. I must hear this from him.
I can't believe this. The more I think about it, the more I realize that this was meant to be. Kalisa has always been kind and giving. What did I ever see in Gwendolyn? Tell me, though, did Kalisa understand? Will she give me another chance? All right. I'll need a moment to consider my words. Then I'll go talk to her. After that, I suppose I have to fulfill my promise and enlist. It's the least I can do after what you've done for me. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll be along shortly.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julian was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. Enlisting would have probably helped set him straight. I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and you come behind me and get 3. None that are worth our time, and I'll have my hands full whipping these 3 into shape anyhow. The General's jaw's going to hit the dirt when I march them in. I'll tell him I had help, of course. I don't want him assigning me this duty again. All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to shore.
If you're looking...
You stomp around like a wounded guar. Do you want the blood fiends to see us? Now hush, hush! Medusa needs her ears right now. No, wait. Strike that. Let's talk. You can help, Medusa, yes? What kind of help? The helpful kind, of course. I meant to arrive before evil invaded this hamlet, find Constable Maldred, and provide what help I could. But this one was detained, and the constable is nowhere to be seen. Moira's hope is lost. Patience. Medusa will explain. The survivors, they are our priority. We move together to... No, too obvious. We move separately, draw less attention that way. Medusa noticed a few survivors headed toward the large barn in the distance. Meet me there. You go first, then Adusa shall sneak off. Less chance of both of us getting captured by these cursed creatures that way. If you...
Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why. Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to escort me in there? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there. I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak...
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where the orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. Afraid it may be time to surrender. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. Damn mage he had gave him some... Before he vanished, Rizzo Jewel told the King about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers. Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance. And you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, I don't know